Yo, what up, guys? I'm Ranger Chris, and this is the Super Crit Podcast, Episode 2, where we have a couple topics for you guys. It's going to be a shorter episode because our friend Dan does not have internet. So
Thank you, hurricane, tropical storm, shenanigans.
Yep, and so we're going to be without Dan for this week, but we got Joey and Adriel. They are here. They'll say hi.
Hi.
Fam.
And we'll be talking about Fall Guys. We'll be talking about the rumored Silent Hill. And we'll be talking about Halo multiplayer being free to play. And then we'll be finishing up with Risk of Rain 1.0. All right, so starting off here, Fall Guys came out today. So today's August 4th. And it was ridiculous because the server crashed because 120,000 people on PlayStation tried to sign up all at once.
It's going smooth for me right now.
It's smooth.
No problems. No issues.
So Adriel's playing right now. He's actually on PC. He's saying it's running super smoothly. But yeah,
I still downloaded on the PlayStation just to get the free version as well, and it was a quick download. But right now I'm just super aggravated.
Why?
Because these assholes try to take my fucking eggs.
So that's actually in my notes. That's a really fun mode, egg scramble. It's in my video. So essentially, it's kind of like a very Mario Party-esque game where there's eggs in the middle, and then you're on a team, and there's some eggs are gold, some are just regular, and you have to grab the eggs and bring them back to your goal.
The fun part was, god damn it! No, that's not fun.
I like the real time play.
No, I got hit by a log, but I was at the finish line and a log hit me, and I'm eliminated. Anyway, no, for the egg scramble, what's interesting is that there's enough eggs so that people can throw them in there, but it's the time limit that's interesting because it's longer than it takes for people to put eggs in their hole. So you have to resort to stealing eggs from other people's holes. And that's how much time there is. Like, you literally have to play the offense and defense with that shenanigans.
Yeah, so they're definitely, you do, you can possibly get, one egg in, but then all the eggs are gone, and then you only could go steal other people's eggs. So it's kind of just, basically just fuck up the other teams and score the most points for your team.
My question here is, how many different game modes are there? Like, how many different games can you play?
That's a good question. There's 25 at launch.
25?
25, but...
Oh my god.
The way they do it is, only certain mini games will be, qualifiers, and then to actually win the Battle Royale, it's only certain mini games. So, the mini games are definitely divided into categories. Like, if you're qualifying, will be certain mini games, and then I think the winning round will be very specific mini games, and there will be more skill based. That's a good question. I know Mediatonic plans on adding more. They're kind of doing the Fortnite approach, where this is season 1, just started, and there'll be different seasons where they add more mini games. But
makes sense.
Yeah, it's a good question because I think when I was playing, I was realizing that you can't just keep playing the same minigame over and over again. That won't hold up. They're fun. They're really, the minigames are super fun. But I don't think it'll last if Mediatonic doesn't put out.
I feel like it doesn't have the same replay value as a first-person shooter.
And yeah, Joe, I know eventually you might get a PC, and hopefully the game gets crossplay. That's one thing I'm hoping for. They said it's not going to be at launch, but it is something on their radar. I feel like more games need crossplay. We should all be able to just play with each other, and we don't have to be very console biased or PC biased.
Why do you think companies choose not to implement crossplay?
Well, Mediatonic it's not a big studio. I think part of it is them just being smaller, and I think for them it's probably just a higher development cost. they probably like Devolver Digital is the publisher, and they probably had a deadline and they just didn't have time to develop it in.
Yeah, that's possible. It's probably it. I wonder how complicated it actually is.
Yeah, like I mean, there was a video I watched on YouTube, like behind the stumbles. It was like a behind the scenes of the making of Fall Guys, and like the dude who was doing the netcode for the game was like describing the process of like making the game available online. I was just like, he's like, this polygon needs to be separated, and you have to write code for this. I was like, oh my god. So it's definitely more complicated than it seems.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure if it does come out eventually, that'll be a pretty big step. I mean, how many games nowadays are crossplay?
There's not that many. I could just the big ones. Like I think of Fortnite.
Yeah, right.
And like Call of Duty.
Right, because then you have the mobile versions and then the console version.
I feel like this game would actually. I feel like a mobile version of Fall Guys would actually be pretty cool too. Adriel, since you're playing now, do you have a favorite mode?
No, I wouldn't call it playing. I got disqualified, so I was just watching to see how other mini games were going. But favorite mode, not yet. I'm still giving it a go, seeing how people are playing. Like everyone has the same wolf costume, because it just started, it just came out. And I just don't like seeing when someone has the same costume and colors as I do.
Yeah. Oh my god, that messes me up bad. I feel like you need to choose your color wisely.
Mm-hmm. But I'm seeing a lot of customization options, which I'm enjoying, and then you get a good amount of rewards when even if you lose, you want to get further. It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, it's one of those games where you just like it doesn't feel bad to lose. It's kind of just like, all right, I'll start a new round. No big deal.
It feels terrible to lose.
Yeah.
Like when that log came out of fucking nowhere, and I was at the finish line, for fuck's sake. I was there, and it just came out of nowhere, and I'm like, no, I'm done. That's it. I got hit by a mango. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
I would say one of my least favorite games is the memorization one.
I don't think I got that one yet.
You haven't got that one?
No.
So basically, there's like tiles on the floor, and it's fruit-based. So they'll flash different fruits, and then there's 3 like big screens that you could see, and you have to like a fruit will pop up, and you have to stand on the right fruit because the other platforms that aren't that fruit disappear. That's I don't know. That one's okay. I feel like the more fun ones are the obstacle courses.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm watching a clip on YouTube right now. It's about an hour and a half of just like the different mini games, and there's one where everyone's just running kind of up a hill, dodging like these giant mangoes.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh yeah.
It looks like a lot of fun. It's really funny because the details on the fruit, there's like the stickers. Like the graphics are really pretty fantastic, and it does seem like there's a lot of there's going to be a lot of fun options to like customize your character. So that does look like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think it could be big. I don't know, like if 120,000 players, that's insane.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
And the thing is, as someone who's not a hardcore gamer, this is something that would like appeal to me, where it's like Fortnite or something like Call of Duty is a little intimidating, because then you're like, I want to play with my friends, but I'm not that great at shooters. Like this seems like something you're like, okay, I can kind of jump into this and play, and it would be a lot of fun. It's also very visually appealing. The graphics are really fun, so it's pretty cool. I if I do end up building PC for myself, I would definitely get it and want to play with you guys for sure.
Awesome. All right, cool. Yeah, so Fall Guys is out, guys, so play it. It's fun as shit, and definitely play it with your friends, because I was playing.
I don't know what type of shit you play with that's fun. I leave mine in the toilet.
Moving on to our next topic, Silent Hill. So Silent Hill, I've actually never played any of them, but is rumored to be coming out on the PS5. It's supposed to be a soft reboot, so not a complete reboot. That's being published by Konami and the rumors are growing because there's an official Silent Hill Twitter page now. So I wanted to ask you, gentlemen, what's your like experience with like survival horror, and or do you like survival horror games? Do you like being scared when you play video games?
Don't have much experience with survival horror. Only like I played the Resident Evil on the GameCube, the HD remake. They were fun. Like when we were playing with friends, just be in the basement. We all turn out the lights and we watch the person play.
Right.
It was at the time I was terrible at it, so it was me playing, and everyone's. And then your brother was just yelling and screaming when the dogs jumped through the window.
Oh my god!
And then there's another one we tried, which was Silent Hill, The Room, which we could not get out of the fucking room. We didn't know what to do, and we rented a terrible game.
That's a really good segue, actually, Adriel, because we don't know if Kojima, the dude who did Metal Gear Solid, is working on Silent Hill. He just put out, like, Death Stranding came out not too long ago, so we don't know if Kojima is going to be working on Silent Hill. I mean, if he is, it's going to be trippy as fuck. Like, because all of his games are super, super out there. But yeah, so Silent Hill, the rumors are out there. Sony is having a state of play in 2 days. But they said they tried to lower fans' expectations, and they said that it's only going to be PS4 games and VR games. I don't know. I can't like play VR games. They give me motion sickness. Have you guys ever played any VR games?
No.
I had enough experience with VR games, but I feel like it would be fun to try it. But it does seem it borders on like this is like a fun novelty for an hour, and then you're like, all right, I have a headache and I'm dizzy and I want to take it off now. Like, I don't know. Do you guys know anybody who's like a hardcore like VR gamer? I feel like that's not really a thing.
I feel like it's not a thing. So my girlfriend's brother-in-law, he got the Oculus, and
does he run it off of like a pretty high-powered PC? Like
no, it was the
mobile
yeah, the mobile Oculus. And well, first off, I feel like you're right that it is kind of like that novelty thing where it's like, oh, we got VR, let's try it. Oh,
right,
so awesome. And then a couple weeks from now, you forget about it.
And it's collecting dust on the shelf, yeah.
But imagine a Silent Hill VR game. That's not going to happen. That's not what's coming out.
I feel like that is a popular genre within VR already, though.
Well, they already have the Resident Evil VR game.
Do they?
Yeah, Resident Evil 7's VR. Yeah. It's all VR.
Well, I mean, they might as well jump on the train because that would... I feel like that would make the most sense to, like, come out with something that's a little more innovative than before. Like, if you're going to mix it up, like the game has been done so many times.
No, totally, you're right. I can't do that, though. I can't...
No, I'd be terrified. Oh, my God. I'd be shitting my pants the whole time.
It's fun. It's funny to watch people do that.
100%. I will... Right.
But I don't want to do that myself.
No way.
So yeah, moving on. So Silent Hill. Hopefully we get a damn trailer or something. I mean, survival horror. I haven't like the last one that I can think of that I played was really good was Dead Space. And
Dead Space. I remember when that came out.
You remember that, right? That game was so strange and so scary. I was playing in my basement in the dark. And I remember, I think it was 1 or 2. The fucking ending had a jump scare. Like you beat the game, you're like in the ship. I think the main character was Isaac. You're like, you see Isaac. You're in the ship, right? And he's like, oh, he's relieved, he made it, right? And then all of a sudden he turns the fucking corner and there's like a demon next to him.
Yeah, of course. Because it's fucking intergalactic space demons.
Yeah, those douchebags put a fucking jump scare at the end of the game.
Classic.
So moving on. So Halo multiplayer is going to be free to play. And for the PC Master Race, it's going to run at 120 frames per second.
Super smooth.
So, Joe, if you get a PC, you will.
Man, would I dip my toes into some Halo? Oh my goodness.
Dude, are you gonna play Halo? Or are you gonna be a gamer?
I don't know, dude. I guess if it's free to play, then it's like, why not?
I would have a can of Mountain Dew next to him and shit.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta get hopped up on Doritos, Mountain Dew, fucking gamer fuel.
You need some Mountain Dew.
Need some Taco Bell. I need some Takis.
Oh
yeah, I don't know.
Takis, dude.
I don't know, dude. I mean, I might as well.
I mean,
watch I just like become addicted to Halo and then I can't stop. Can you imagine?
That would be hilarious. That's not gonna happen though. I
definitely won't. I'm gonna get discouraged within the first 5 minutes.
But yeah, I mean, Adriel's got a PC. Mike's super set on PC, so I feel like
Dan's got a PC.
Yeah, I don't have a very good PC. Like my gaming laptop could do some stuff. Like I could play Fall Guys, but I'm not gonna be able to play Halo at 120 frames per second.
But you could probably play it on normal settings.
Yeah, you could definitely play it on normal. But it's kind of crazy how I feel like 343 Industries is trying very hard to like put Halo back in the picture, and I still don't know.
Do we think it's because of the Halo 5 or what is it called?
Halo.
Halo. See, I'm already fucking things up.
That's all right.
Halo. Do you think they're trying to hype up the fact that Halo Infinite's coming out, so like we want people to like get back in the swing of it?
Absolutely, and I think it's very similar to like the Fall Guys approach, where they want people like they want to fill up game lobbies, and they don't want long wait times. So they're like, we're gonna go heavy on the microtransactions and the cosmetics and the different armors. Like
right.
Halo's always had crazy shit that you could customize Master Chief with, like color, and there's like all bunch of names,
badges, and all sorts of stuff.
Well, think of it like this: like a lot of games are making the most money are free because it's the microtransactions, it's the loot boxes, it's the cosmetics. That all you have to do is do something that takes for an artist or a programmer not as much time as actually creating an entire game, just a cosmetic, a skin, and people will pay up the wazoo for that. So it's more of like longevity. I don't know why I'm pressing anything on control. I'm out. I'm eliminated. It's longevity for the game. It's because weren't you talking about how cost of games to make them is going up, but once the person has the game, it's like that's it. You gotta start working on the next one. If you increase the lifespan of a game with updates like this, maybe a little DLC here, but mainly like just badges of honor, just costumes that say, hey, I did this season and I leveled up my character this season and got the max thing. That's why I got my Ryu Hayabusa armor in Halo. And you get to show that off.
Oh, dude, I remember that.
And oh my goodness, I hate the game so much I forgot what it's called. The one that Ninja plays.
Fortnite?
Fortnite, yeah. There are certain costumes out there that only came out during a season and there's no way to get it. And people are paying hundreds of dollars for accounts that have that costume in it, like the Dark Knight costume.
It becomes its own weird little black market.
Exactly. So just doing cosmetics on a free game increases the longevity of the game and banks the company much more money than actually just making a game that make it worth $70 and then do like one or two DLCs down the line.
I think you're right, dude. I think it definitely makes it more accessible. And it's hard.
It's more profitable for the company too, for sure.
Yeah, like you put free on it, and then everyone's like, "Oh my god, Halo's multiplayer is free. I want to play that." And then people like the game so much that they want to like deck out their character and they want to buy all this armor, so they'll pay for skins.
Exactly. It's going to balance itself out. There's going to be people who will never buy anything, but then there's going to be people who spend hundreds of dollars on just because they can.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Like we were today in our game chat, we were talking about Valorant and how there's a skin that's $100. There's a skin that's $100.
That's pretty crazy.
That's nuts. That's so crazy.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
I literally sold a skin in Dota 2. It's one of the, again, like I said, like there was an international years ago, and they released limited time skins that I finally got a good one at the time. Stopped playing the game. I sold it on the Steam store. I net myself $125 off of that one skin.
Right, that's amazing.
So
it's so crazy because you can't, like, people, like, gamers hate pay to win. Like, there was, I think, Battlefront. That's why so many people hate EA, because they're very big on loot boxes. And I think Battlefront came out, and there was, like, you could pay to win. You could do microtransactions to, like, power up your character and, like, demolish everyone.
I think what happens is it's always going to be hard to be the first. It's just like how Apple does things. They'll take away the headphone jack. You know, it's always rough in the beginning, but then as soon as everything around you kind of starts doing the same thing, then that's it. Like, it's just going to become the norm. Like, that's the problem. So now this is wild, you know? Like, it might be shitty at first, and you're like, oh, these companies, all they want to do is make money. But then as soon as games that you like start doing it, or just new games that are coming out are using that model, it's just going to become the norm, and then people are just going to get over it. That's the thing.
That is definitely the thing. So yeah, Halo is going to be free to play, guys, and it's probably going to have really sick cosmetics. And they are trying to put Halo back on the radar. I don't know,
I think it's smart. I think, you know, that game was super popular. People love it. And especially if they keep the same, if it's basically exactly the same, but with updated frame rates, it's going to be sick.
I think it's gonna be sick. Yeah. Who knows if it can compete with, like, Call of Duty and Fortnite? Just please do not do a Halo Battle Royale.
no, it looks like it's going to be a Halo Battle Royale.
No, stop it.
Is that the rumor?
That's what I'm hearing. That's what my coworker said. That it's looking like it's a Halo Battle Royale.
No.
Well, womp, womp, womp. What do we say, fellas?
I can only do, like, Fall Guys Battle Royale. I can't do another shooter Battle Royale. It's the same thing. There's too many.
You guys really don't like them at all.
I don't, but I don't consider Fall. It is a Battle Royale, but I don't consider it one because I'm used to the Battle Royale genre being based off of first-person shooters. This one, I feel more. Fall Guys is more like a party.
Right.
Game. It's just a Mario Party where it's just mini games.
Right.
So just like you had the best example of it of Tekashi 6ix9ine show, whatever it's called.
Tekashi Castle?
Yeah, Tekashi 6ix9ine Castle.
I'm gonna put a meme in the video for that.
Yeah, you should.
All right, so Tekashi 6ix9ine. Adriel, you cracked me up, buddy. So for our last topic here, Risk of Rain is going to be officially out. I believe so. It's been in beta, or like early access for almost a year. So the game officially comes out August 11th, and I think they're up in the price just $5.
The game has felt complete every time I've played it, though. That's how good they've been doing. Yeah.
I'd like to interject for a moment. Again,
please.
Novice here. So you're telling me that this game that you guys love to play has been in beta this entire time?
Yeah. So Hopo Games is the maker of Risk of Rain, and it's only 3 people, super small. And some game studios will decide to do, like, they get to a point where the game's good enough that they could put it out, but they're still working out bugs. They're still doing, like, balance changes. So they'll release it in early access. So people kind of set their expectations at a certain level, and they kind of understand when, like, things don't work right.
Right.
So it's been in early access a year, and now they're calling the official release of the game 1.0, where they will, I believe they're doing the last stage, which is the moon, and they are going to do a last boss. So the game will be complete, and it's going to go up in price. But for anyone who doesn't own Risk of Rain, Joe, I think you would love Risk of Rain. I think this is still a great game that if people don't have it, they should have it. It's fantastic. When we play Risk of Rain, it's so much fun. But Adriel, how crazy do you think the last boss of this game is going to be compared to the first one?
Well, playing between the PC and the PS4, I could see a big difference in what's going on. Between the game, not in terms of graphics, but in terms of how far the patches are in the on the PC versus the PlayStation 4. So I have to say that it's the way it's turned out is very, very fun. But I'm not looking forward to I am looking forward to it, the last boss, but at the same time, with the difficulty change in this game, I'm like, it's gonna be hard. And I don't have my character. I don't have Rex on the PC. I tried to unlock him, but I couldn't do it by myself on the lowest difficulty. Because that's how big the difficulty change was when they did the update. So.
Yeah,
which I do appreciate challenge, but at the same time, I'm also very spoiled and I want my things easy.
Yeah, so Joe, to kind of sell you on the game, it's basically this randomly generated third person like loot shooter kind of, where like each stage, it's like the same stage, but there's different items. And there's different like interactive things. And the reason it's so fun is because it's like, it's not super intense. So you could play, but you could also be like, we could be doing a podcast and it wouldn't be like straining for you. Like you could just play and you could bullshit and it's fun. So.
Which sounds awesome. That sounds very much up my alley.
Yeah. So,
but do you ever go into a game of Tetris thinking you're going to beat the game?
That's a good question. I love Tetris, and I usually just kind of think,
because there's no way to beat Tetris and there's no way to beat this game. That's what I'm saying. If you go in the game knowing you're going to lose at some point, maybe right. in 5 minutes, maybe in 6 hours, it just loops. Does
it last that long?
It lasts until you die.
Yeah, it's like that's one thing that's fun about it. Like you're not beating a game, like
right. You're kind of just there for the ride.
Yeah, exactly. But
difficulty increases and everything.
They are adding a last boss, which is super fun because I remember the last boss for the first game was insane. It's this dude called Providence, and he's just like he's kind of like a god. But the coolest thing about him is he summons these giant worms. And he's got ridiculous amounts of health. So I'm assuming the last boss is going to be nuts. I mean, looking at the first game, they're going to have to do something crazy. And you're on the moon. So I'm assuming, like, the moon's going to get destroyed. Like, that's how crazy this fight's going to be.
Cool. Do you think it's going to be an evolved version of this guy, or is it more still going to be completely different?
I don't know. What do you guys think is more interesting if you do? Because the biggest thing between 1 and 2 is Joe. They made the game originally. It was a 2D side scroller. Risk of Rain 1 was 2D, and then they're like, guys, they said in a statement that we're gonna make Risk of Rain 2 3D because we're running into development. Like stagnation. They ran out of ideas with the 2D world, so they're like, let's just make it 3D. So it would be cool to see him in like a 3D perspective, or I don't know. Do we just do an entire new boss? I don't know. New boss or 3D graphics? That's what, or right. Both of them.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I guess I feel like new would be cool.
Yeah. New would be cool. I mean, that we also, I did not mention this, we'll end on this. We're getting a new character. He's called the Captain.
Ooh.
So that should be cool. August 11th, look out for it. Risk of Rain is dope. And we play it all the time when we can. We play it all the time when we can.
Maybe you should stream it sometime when you play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like this video. If you guys want me to do some Risk of Rain. Also, that's
like this video. We'll stream Risk of Rain naked.
No, don't say that. That's
Like, subscribe. Remember, hit that notification bell.
Yeah, that's our podcast. Thank you, guys. This is a work in progress, so we appreciate you if you did listen. If you
Just
didn't
like
listen,
your face.
it's okay.
Didn't
Goodbye.
listen. All right, bye.
Bye.